There's no question that the way he is used in college and perhaps the way he's projected to be used in the NFL with the Ravens under Todd Monken is very similar to the way the Chiefs run Tyreek Hill. That is how I imagine the Ravens imagining him. He's at the top of our screen. You can see the lower half of his body, and we'll let this play run. You're going to see him stem inside and attack this hook player. Note the explosiveness right here off this plant step and how he splits these two defenders. Chiefs call this a bender route, where he's running what appears to be a cross and then pulls it back to the sideline. We usually have a route underneath paired with that to draw the coverage up. But this is decidedly Tyreek Hill-ish or Chiefs-like. Watch it again. A fair amount of this video will be me thinking about or wondering aloud about how the Ravens might align Zay Flowers. One formation that we're going to see a lot, and I think that we should keep our eyes peeled to see, is with Zay as the inside receiver in a 3-by-1 set. It's worth talking about that a little bit. On this particular play, the opposition sends a fifth rusher, and nobody picks Zay up. It's an easy completion for a first down. Here's a similar formation. Again, he's the inside or number 3 receiver on a 3-by-1 set. Not only is he a space player, he creates space for other players. One of the things I like about him in this role, that is to say inside number 3, is that presents an opportunity to get him matched up on some backside Sam if he runs a cross, or a hook player, or a lesser athlete generally. Speaking of which, he's explosive off the line, and a lot of times by the time the cornerback turns their hips to run with him, he's by them. I think this is a option for him. He's reading the deep safety in the middle of the field. Looks like he's being grabbed by the defender. He's going to stack the corner, stretch out, almost make this grab. He is a space threat. We see him here out of that 3-by-1 formation where he is the inside receiver. He's going to stem initially towards this backside weak safety, turns his helmet inside. You're going to see this safety open up as a result. Just a little bit, get his feet right there, crossed, and it's a wrap at that point. You can see him drive on this. You can even see this in slow motion, but look at that burst out of that break. And there's a fair amount of conversation pre-snap between the weak safety and this defender, how they're going to play him inside out. Watch him out of his break just run away. It's real noticeable, that instantaneous acceleration that he possesses. No question he can beat you deep, and he is a deep threat, and you have to respect that. He's the back man in this stack out of this doubles formation. It's 3rd and 8. And this is a bad position, I think, for this corner to be in. This inside leverage he's playing with. He doesn't want him crossing his face here. His safety help is inside, and Zay just takes off the line and runs right by him. Now, he could sit this down. He could run a quick out here. And I think the corner in a lot of ways is trying to hedge his bets. You really can't do that, especially with him leveraging him inside this way. And Zay understands that. He runs right by him. Late hands here to secure that catch. Watch it again. On our screen, we see him with a good bit of separation, obviously. We're going to look at the play. He beats this corner in a double move. You'll notice as we watch the play, he's got a one-on-one matchup on the outside to the field, and the corner's about 10 yards off of him. And even with that big cushion, he's able to get this much separation because of a great double move. In addition to being just a flat-out burner, he's at the bottom of our screen. There's the cushion. Watch the double move and the separation. Here's a still image of him on that vertical, absolutely convincing the corner that he's breaking this thing down and getting the corner to drive on it. We are seeing him in just these few clips as a bona fide deep threat. We see that he's explosive off the line. He's explosive in space. He's explosive out of his breaks. Looks to me that he knows how to read defenses post-snap and adjust. He's a threat deep. He's a threat as it relates to intermediate routes. Certainly a guy that they want to get the ball in his hands. A lot of quick hits on tape for him. Bubble screens, tunnel screens, putting him in orbit motion, short motion. He's a run after catch guy. We see that here. Good little move in the open field. He's at the top of this bunch. He's going to mesh with this receiver opposite. He really isn't open. Quarterback gets him the ball anyway because he likes him in space. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down. Not only is he a guy the Ravens will make effort to get into favorable matchup situations, the Ravens at this point, I don't want to call it an embarrassment of riches, but they have so many weapons at the wide receiver or as pass catchers. He will draw attention and he's going to create favorable matchups for someone else. We'll see him not only draw the attention of this defender, but also the weak side safety. He's going to come over to help, and that's going to clear space to this side of the field. I think there's a vertical at the bottom of our screen, but you're going to see a Mark Andrews-esque matchup here on a linebacker, which is not really a matchup. Watch him out front, blocking for his quarterback. You will hear his toughness mentioned quite a little bit. Watch him finish this block. With Lamar Jackson signing his contract, assuring that he'll be in training camp, he'll be working with these guys, talking with these guys, going through and going over the Monken system with his receivers, assuming health, this is going to be a difficult passing offense to stop, and we know the Ravens can run the ball. I'm very interested to see how they integrate Zay Flowers. DaCosta promised that he would remake the wide receiver room, and he did.